when we got older, of course, we had to go to school, and we walked 2 miles one way, across the creek, across a foot log. And if you fell in off the foot log, well, you just was wet the rest of the day.
Did that happen often?
Well, we'd try not to. It would flood a lot more, seeming like so much more than it do now. My father would, of course, there wasn't telephones or anything, but he knew that the flood would, we couldn't get across. So he would saddle a horse and bring it, and he would swim his horse across the creek for each of us. There was 5 or 6 of us besides me would be on the other side of the creek. So he would take each one of us and swim the horse to get us all back where we could go to our own homes. When I was coming across, I said to my daddy, "Oh, it's a wonder I hadn't lost my ring." And they laughed at me. They said, "Well, silly, you know that it wouldn't fall off all by itself while we was swimming a horse." But I guess I was so pleased to get the ring that I thought that it was going to float off with me. But I think about that. Well, what would children do? How would they react now? They can't even walk a block to get on a bus, let alone things like that. It was a one-room school, and by the way, the school building, it's not in good shape now, but it's still standing. And the church where I went is still standing, but it isn't very good shape either. But all 8 grades were in this one school. One teacher for 8 grades. We had a blackboard, and we could go to our arithmetic. We could go to the blackboard and put our numbers down and all. We had books. We had some paper, but we didn't have a lot. Back then, you didn't buy things. If you had a pencil, you was lucky. And the teachers did their own janitor work. My brother, his first school teaching was in 1932. He got a big salary of $25 a month, and that was big pay. We had history, we had physics, we had geography. Once in a while we'd have music, but not too much. It depended on the teacher. If the teacher liked music, we would have more music, but most of the time we didn't have a lot. We would pledge allegiance to the flag, and most of the teachers would have a prayer or have some child, they'd call on some child to have a prayer. We would take our lunch in a bucket. We always had a special bucket to carry our lunch in. A large bucket would be about like that, about that big around. Whatever we had to eat, some kind of a sandwich, and we always tried, my mother always tried to have some fruit that we could take. Mother was always good at making cookies or a piece of cake, and we'd have that. We would play Ante Over, and most people now have no clue what Ante Over was. We would have a ball. The boys would bring a ball to school, and we would, part of us would stay on one side of the schoolhouse and the others on the other side. Well, these over here would throw the ball over the schoolhouse, who could catch it, and then we'd throw, then over here we'd throw it back over there. We'd throw it back and forth over the school, and we had one boy, he was ornery, and we had, by the way, we had outside toilets, and I still have a scar right here. He thought it'd be funny to throw a rock and just to hit the building. Well, I came out before he was expecting, and he hit me with the rock right up here, and he thought he'd kill me, but he didn't. And he and I always had a joke about that. We had 1 through 8 in the country schools. Then we went to high school. And I started to high school in 1934 and graduated in 38. Well, there wasn't such things as buses then. No, we had no bus. But my brother was lucky enough to teach school that he could take me and drop me off at high school. And he had a car. And then we picked up 2 other pupils. I took music, and of course you had to take algebra, and I played volleyball, and of course I was always a tomboy. Our family always went to church, and the friends that I made were all from church. Sunday school started at 10, and preaching was at 11. And in earlier, when I first remember, either we walked or we went in wagons. But then in later years, people began to get cars or whatever transportation they had. Now, we didn't have what they call preaching every Sunday. Most churches didn't. We would have Sunday school, but not preaching. We always, if we had a revival, they always came to our house, and they'd stay a week at a time or whatever. And I know that we would have the visiting ministers, and they'd come to our house. Well, when I was little, then Mom would go to the field with Daddy and to do whatever needed to be done, and the preacher would keep me pacified at home. It was a Baptist college, but all faiths could go and did go to church there. I know a lot of teachers came from a lot of different places because it was closer than trying to go to Cape Girardeau or wherever. A lot of the students came to what I call our church, and it was good influence. It closed in 1934, and that's the year I started to high school. Otherwise, I could have had more college, but we couldn't afford to go anymore after that.